welcome to my channel. My name is Kim, and today I have a pick a card reading for you regarding your connection with this person that you have in mind. This is leaning towards more of a love connection, a romantic connection, but if I do sense that it's more of a friendship or maybe like a work relationship, I'm gonna voice those things out. If you're interested in, finding out messages that are coming through in regards to this connection, what they think about you, how they see your relationship, how they feel about your relationship, then pick one of these stacks. This is stack 1, stack 2, and stack 3. And once you have chosen, go into the description box below and click the stack that you picked. Again, here's 1, 2, and 3. So you can jump straight into your reading and we can get started with the messages that are coming through for you. As always, please only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. Some messages may be for you, some may be for others, so only take the ones that are clicking with you. If the messages feel off, ask yourself, is it because I'm afraid? Is it because it hurts? Is it because it's hitting a spot? Is it because it's true and I don't want to recognize that truth? All of these things are potential ways to interpret each message that comes through. So just keep that in mind. Don't be afraid of the messages. Don't be afraid of what you don't want to hear. It's always up to you with every single tarot reading to take or not to take the messages that you are getting. None of this stuff, none of what I do on here on my channel is ever going to hurt you or harm you. All of this is meant to help you get closer to your higher self, to your deeper truths, to your heart and your soul. So if at any point it feels like it's not doing that, just know that it's not for you and simply return back to center. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Hopefully by now you've chosen. If you have, go into the timestamps down below. And as always, if you appreciate this reading, if you found value in it, do me a huge favor and give it a thumbs up. And I really want to know down below in the comments how this resonated with you and what I got accurately and what I didn't. So thank you again for watching. Hi group 1, so let's see about your connection. The left side is going to be you and the right side is going to be them. So you'll know right away if this reading is going to resonate with you based on the cards that you see here on your side and the messages that come through. So for group 1, let us know, Spirit, about this connection that group 1 is inquiring about. Where are they at this connection? Give us clarity in this connection. Give us messages today in this reading that group 1 will benefit from and that will help them have a better understanding of the relationship and the current situation. So group 1, you get the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. You get the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. For them, they've got the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Cups and the Star and the World. For your connecting energy, you got the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, very, very interesting. Overall energy is the 10 of Cups. Well, this is good news. Let's see what's underneath here. Ooh, interesting. So there is definitely a lot of love and positive feelings in this connection. However, there is a sort of blockage. It could have something to do with past trauma, wanting to guard your heart. If you can see, this man is just straight up grasping his coin so tightly, afraid to lose it, afraid to let it go. So there is something that this person or you or both of you are holding on to in order to protect yourself. It could be stemming from selfishness, fear, feelings of scarcity. But overall, there is a lot of positive energy in this connection with the Ten of Cups. In a sense, like, this is possible for you. Whether or not it's with each other, this is possible for you because you've met them, because you have them in your life or had them in your life. All right, so where you're at is you're not exactly sure if this is the right person for you. You're not sure if you should spend any more energy on them or waste any more time on them. And I say waste, but I don't think that you're wasting your time on this person. I think you've learned a lot from this person, and I think you care deeply about this person. However, sometimes I feel like you feel left out or you feel neglected by them. Maybe they're not giving you the attention that you need. But I do feel that you're transmuting it. I feel that you're sort of an alchemist in a sense that you're turning or learning to turn the situation into something positive with the Three of Pentacles here. I feel that you're using the situation to your benefit, and so this is a win-win situation for you, Group 1. But yeah, you're not sure because maybe you're not feeling really loved by them. Maybe you're feeling like they don't care about you. Now, in terms of their side, I feel like this person is more so concerned with themselves right now and having a good time. I don't think that they're ready for a serious relationship. But both of you, you're working on yourself. And I think that you're both very good-hearted at the core. You have a lot of love for people, for others, and helping the world, helping the planet. You're doing a lot of good work as individuals. And you're both very focused on your money right now and your coins. And I'm not really getting the sense with this card, in all honesty. By the way, let me let you know right now that I'm not someone who is going to shy away from the truth and from the messages that I'm genuinely hearing and feeling. So hopefully none of this is too triggering for you. But if so, as always, just take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. But I'm not getting that this person, this Ten of Cups, is for both of you. I'm just seeing that this is possible for both of you, whether it's together or separated. I'm feeling a lot of separation right now, like a disconnect between you two. I don't think that you are their priority right now, nor are they your priority. Ooh, look at that for yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So you could be overthinking the situation, possibly. You also get playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Alright, so that makes sense. You could possibly be thinking too negatively about this situation. Yeah, you could possibly be thinking about this situation. And also, I just noticed children is underneath. So maybe you're questioning, like, is this person the right person to have children with? I'm seeing a lot of children in your spread. Here's the two kids here with the Six of Cups, and here's the two kids in the Ten of Cups. So maybe you're questioning, like, is this person someone that I want to have children with, someone I want to have a family with? This is stuff that you're thinking about. And I think they're thinking about that too, at least unconsciously on their side. But otherwise it wouldn't have shown up here in the middle energy. But they do have the Three of Cups. So right now, I feel that they are more concerned with having fun, having a good time. You could be dealing with the Aquarius here, or you could be an Aquarius. But freeing yourself in playfulness, I think it's time to think about things in a lighter way, or keep things a little lighter than you have been, if that makes sense. Because I think that maybe things got a little bit too serious. You got your feelings hurt or something, or maybe like you're feeling too affected by this person's behaviors and actions. Because you really want a relationship where you feel loved and you feel respected and you feel like a sense of peace and caring and security. And I don't feel that you're getting that. So it's kind of hard to come to that conclusion sometimes. But with the free yourself and playfulness, I think that you would do really well by taking on their energy and just having a good time and not thinking too much about the situation. Oh my gosh, parenting. Didn't I just talk about children? You also have children here. So yeah, it's possible maybe this person is your ex and maybe you have children together. So you're wondering like where they're at. It seems like they're just very confident right now, or they're working on themselves and wanting to have a good time, and maybe networking is what I'm seeing. There's definitely a disconnect with your energy. Yeah, they're more so concerned with whatever it is that they're working on. They want to gain maybe recognition for their work. And so they would much rather focus their energy on that. So we get synchronicity, spirituality, teaching and learning, and karmic completion. So for me, this is showing up as lessons. This connection was meant to help you learn and grow and learn from each other and grow as individuals. And I do see with the karmic completion here, this could have potentially been a karmic partner where you're learning things from each other in order to grow and working some karma out throughout lifetimes that you may have shared. Okay, let's see, any other messages? Let's get a few more from here. This card wanted to come out, mountain. And let's see. What's up with this connection with group 1, Fox? Oof. Someone here is like just playing games, dude. Oh my goodness. Snake. Wow. Okay, so maybe like you're not sure if you can trust this person, right? Hopefully you can see that and the glare is not too strong. But it seems like you're not exactly sure if you can trust this person. Something about their behavior seems untrustworthy. I'm so sorry for the glare, by the way. Hopefully you can see things clearly. But yeah, so listen to your intuition. If someone really cared about you, would they really let you go on feeling worried and feeling worthless and unvaluable to them? Probably not. If someone really cared about you, they're gonna let you know that. But maybe it's them that thinks that you can't be trusted. Maybe, you made them question whether you're someone who can be trusted because you're not entirely sure about them either. But I do feel that you care about each other and you got each other's back, and there's definitely good energy between you. However, right now there is more of a separation. final message. One more card for group 1. Let's see about their connection. So right now you're like going in separate ways. You're doing your own thing, they're doing their own thing. Nothing is yet set in stone. So yeah, nothing is yet set in stone, and underneath is expect powerful change. So this is good news. It could be that maybe you reconnect and your relationship gets stronger. Maybe you have a heart-to-heart conversation. That's possible. I do see that with this as well as a potential. And the 10 of Cups, and working together to strengthen the relationship to eventually get here. This is possible. This is your meeting point. This is something that is possible for both of you to have. But it's going to take selflessness, communication, and working through those fears and whatever is blocking you. Now, what is blocking you is mistrust. Either they don't trust you or you don't trust them. With a snake and the mountain here. Either they don't trust you or you don't trust them. Someone is playing games, or you're just afraid that they're playing games. And maybe they are playing games. Maybe right now they're not ready to settle down. But with nothing is set in stone, it could go either way. Maybe you realize later on that, like, oh, this person wasn't for me after all. But you do have options here with the 7 of Cups. And you're weighing your options. Like, okay, is this person someone that I feel like I can have children with? Is this someone that I can have a family with? Like, if that's what you want, you have to think about whether this person is right for you. Now, I'm also getting with a free yourself and playfulness. This could quite literally be someone in this connection needs to stop playing around and being a player and messing around with people's emotions. This could definitely be a message of being honest about your feelings. So if someone is pretending that like they don't care about you and, you know, wanting to turn their backs on you because they're so afraid of getting hurt for whatever reason, I do see that with the snake as well. It's possible that that's because they're just playing too much games and they don't know how to be open or truthful with themselves. Success, and then you get warning you of a problem either now or in the future. So yeah, if there is a problem in this relationship, there's going to be success. The problem could definitely be in relation to trust and deception and just being a sneaky, conniving energy. And I think that's what's preventing you from getting closer. But see, those attitudes and those behaviors are not good behaviors. It's something that someone is doing to cope. It's a coping mechanism. It's a defense mechanism. And they actually literally need to free themselves from that. Because at this point, what I'm getting is someone who is exhibiting these energies with the mountain and the fox and the snake. That person is doing so unconsciously. They don't necessarily want to be that way. It's just that the world and their life and their experiences have made them that way. So with the success here, it seems that you're going to get through it. It might take some effort and some selflessness and compassion. But if this is something that you want, and if this is something that you think is possible or want to be possible, you can have that success in this relationship. It's definitely still possible. However, I do feel like they're more far gone than they're in the connection, or they have 1 foot out the door and 1 foot in, and 1 foot in the door, if that makes sense. And so do you. You have a choice here. You're not entirely sure what to think of them. So, you know, nothing is set in stone, and this could go either way, but it's up to you. I'm also getting with the parenting here, you know, don't reward behaviors that you don't want to occur. So if someone is not treating you with respect, then you have to let them know somehow that you don't like how they are treating you, maybe by pulling away your energy or whatever it is. You have to train them. Okay, this sounds horrible. Like, you don't train a person, you train a dog, right? But you have to like show them and get them to understand that you don't want to be treated a certain way, and they have to treat you a certain way in order for you to give love to them, in order for you to, you know, be someone that is a positive person in their lives. They also have to be a positive person in your life, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's all I'm getting for you, group 3. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this kind of cleared things up for you. Hopefully you found this valuable and helpful, and hopefully it confirmed some of the feelings that you already have and gave you more clarity. If it did, do give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below what you think. And as always, only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. But yeah, you just know that you are good enough, and I'm not just saying that you are, you're good enough. Regardless of what's happening in this relationship, it's not about you, it's about them. They might be feeling selfish right now for whatever reason. And it could be because they got hurt. It could be that somebody, you know, treated them badly. So, you know, it's not about you, it's not your fault. And just know that beautiful things are ahead. So thank you so much again, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, group 2. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad you could be here. Let us see what is going on with your connection. The left side is going to be you, and the right side is going to be them, and the middle energy is going to be what you have in common. So let's see what's going on with your relationship. So what is going on with group 2's relationship, Spirit? Let us know. Oh, that's way too much, but that one did want to come through. Let us know what is happening in group 2's connection. What does this person think about group 2, about their connection, about their relationship? Please give group 2 messages that will give them clarity from this point forward. Clarity that they can do something tangible and real with. Clarity that will be clear for them. Okay. Okay, group 2, let's see. So you get the Knight of Swords. Are you an air sign, perhaps? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra? Libra doesn't have to be. Did I just say Libya? Libya? Ace of Coins. 2 of Coins. And the Queen of Swords. So you have a lot of swords and coins, but I do feel that you're possibly an air sign. You have a lot of air signs or air in your chart. Or you're someone who is an intellectual, you're a thinker, maybe you're witty, you have a sharp mind, possibly. It seems that what you're dealing with right now has something to do with money and your finances. Maybe it's affecting this relationship. Let's see. So for them, they have the Emperor and the King of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. Huh, interesting. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or an Aries. So for your connecting energy, you have the King of Wands and Death. This is a Scorpio, or again a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And then you get the 8 of Coins. Interesting. So yeah, it has something to do with money. I feel like your person is quite confused right now. I think you have them on a pedestal. I do see that here. This man here, he's a little bit on a pedestal. Look how beautiful this red color is. I think you have them on a pedestal. I do feel that they care about you. They're definitely attracted to you. They were attracted to you. I'm not sure why the Death card is here. It could be that attraction is waning for both of you because this is your connecting energy. It may be that you're both in your masculine and you're more into your finances and making strides again with your career, or building your kingdom, if you will, building your foundations. But it seems like maybe something took away the energy within the connection. With the King of Wands and the Death there, that tells me that there is a lot of attraction, or there was. I think that you both are attracted to each other. It's still there, but it's just not as strong as it used to be. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So yeah, it could have been like you just kind of finished the honeymoon phase, if you know what I mean, and now you're at this point where your relationship and your attraction and the fun of it all kind of took a dip. Aw, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I love that. Okay, let's see what other messages want to come through. So with the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups, this is a very interesting match. You could be more in your masculine if you're a feminine, and you could be more in your feminine if you're a masculine. And that is definitely affecting the relationship right now. But there is a lot of love there with the true love. Domestic harmony. So, okay, some of you are certainly in a serious relationship with this person. Maybe not all, but maybe like you're going through some issues in the relationship. But you have a very strong connection. It's just that something is getting in between your connection with the Death here and the King of Wands. I do feel like it has something to do with maybe your house or your finances. And I think working together, building that dream, working together to achieve the other person's dream, or you asking them to help you achieve your dream, I think that'll really bring you together. It's possible that they really want to take on all of the weight in this relationship. They want to be the strong one. They want to provide for you. But right now it's feeling really heavy for them. And I think they want your help. They need your help, but they're not asking you because they don't want to appear weak. That is a possibility. Nature. I love that. This is potentially a message of spending time in nature together. Surrender. And communication. Yeah. Whew. See, I love that you have domestic harmony here, and this is a 10, and then you have surrender, which is a 10 also, which simplifies to a 1. Yeah, it seems like, you want to be together, you want to stay together. You're just experiencing some issues right now, but it doesn't mean that it's always going to be that way. Group 2. Let me know if this is resonating with you, what's going on. Feel free to share. I'll definitely try and respond to everyone. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And a personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah. So what are you working on, group 2? Are you working on this thing with this person? Or maybe you're working on something and maybe it's taking time away from the relationship. But regardless, you know, even if you're not in a serious relationship with this person, this is possible for this connection. And this is something that can happen and can occur if you work together. I do feel that communication needs to be had, a heart-to-heart connection, because you have a very, very, very strong connection with true love coming here, or coming through for you. So let's get a few messages from here. Let's see, messages for group 2. What messages want to come through for group 2 regarding their connection? We get dogs getting together with friends and clouds temporary problems. Exactly. Remember what I was just saying? You might be experiencing a hump in your relationship right now. Holy crap, can I talk, please? So it's just a temporary hump. It's not a death sentence, even though you have death. Maybe this is something that you're afraid of, especially for those of you who are in marriages or long-term partnerships. Maybe you think this is a death sentence, whatever happened, but it isn't. You still have such a strong connection, sexually, romantically, emotionally, and they care about you. They want to provide for you, and I think they're working hard to do that, but they don't want to ask for help at the same time. But they are going through something, is what I'm getting, group 2. So maybe they're not telling you, but it seems like they're having a hard time with something. Someone needs to surrender. Someone needs to communicate. Someone needs to start the communication. I know it's easier said than done, but also with the nature here, I'm getting that it's possible that perhaps the issues in this relationship has something to do with their nature, who they are. So if that's who they are, it's going to be hard to change. Maybe there's something about them that you still haven't accepted, something about them that you don't like, maybe a quirk that you don't appreciate as much. But I think that if you can just, you know, accept that that's who they are, as long as it's not, you know, putting you in danger, or as long as they're not abusing you because of that fact. And if you surrender to that, again, like their nature, I think that this is something that'll really help the energy between you two, because you never know what this person is going through, is what I'm feeling here. Look at this card. It's like they're carrying a heavy burden, and I don't feel that they're being honest with you about that. And I just saw 1111, so maybe that's a significant number for you. So a lot of true love energies and things like that. I think that this connection, group 2, is worth fighting for. Getting together with friends, I mean, maybe you have mutual friends, or perhaps this person could benefit from getting together with their friends, or maybe you got upset that they got together with their friends. Regardless of the fact, it seems like there needs to be relaxation occurring, and maybe connecting with others. Yeah, it seems like you're feeling a lot of pressure right now. It probably has something to do with finances. Maybe you want group 2, I mean, maybe you want something that they can't provide for you, or you want something and you're feeling frustrated that you don't have it. And I feel that with the 2 of coins here now and the 10 of wands in the similar position, it's possible that you're making them feel like they can't provide for you or your family, and it's really hurting them. But they're trying, you know, they are working hard. And I feel like whatever it is you're going through, it is going to reach a resolution. So yeah, keep that in mind, I think, when you're dealing with them. Obviously, only take the messages that resonate, but as a general reading, you're definitely going to have to do that, because sometimes I'm going to be tuning into different energies at any given moment. Come to the edge. Beautiful. So I feel like this is where you're at right now in this relationship. You're at the edge, and maybe love has been lost, but it doesn't have to be lost forever. Serendipity. Huh. Interesting. That's also a 9. So maybe the clover or something, maybe I said something that kind of confirmed it for you. Let me know if that is the case. I'll definitely be interested to hear about that. Let's see any other cards that I wanted to get. Let's get one of these. Messages for group 2. What's going on in this connection? Is your love here? What are the advice for group 2? Underneath is allowance. Exactly. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Love that. Notice how that is a 9 as well. So you're getting 9999. So there's just a sense of ending and a new beginning coming through for you. So yeah, this is a 9, this is a 9, and then the other card is a 9. So I think maybe that's your message, is that you need to allow, again, this person's nature. You need to allow like this person to be who they are. And I think for some of you, I don't know if it's them being hard on you or you being hard on them, but someone is being too hard on someone and not realizing exactly like what they're going through because they don't tell you. I don't think they're telling you exactly how much pain they're in. I don't think you know. And there's a miscommunication. Maybe this person doesn't like to communicate. Maybe they don't communicate their feelings as well as you do. And I know that's going to be hard, but you know, if it's important for you, you will find a way. Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So I feel like this has something to do with the reading. So definitely take the messages that resonate and know that regardless of if I'm getting the details right, the energy, the core frequency, and the essence of the energy can only help you, and it won't ever, and it can't ever hurt you, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Let me know if you need clarity on that. But basically what I'm saying is, you know, if you're not married, and I'm talking about a married couple, the energy of the messages in terms of just like the energy snapshot is still going to help you with this connection, help you find your truth, help you gain clarity, if that makes sense. I know it's kind of hard to explain. I need to learn new words to explain quantum energy. But yeah, that's your reading, group 2. Let me know if you need any more clarity. Let me know which parts resonated, and give this video a thumbs up if you found value in this. But yeah, don't think that just because you're experiencing issues right now, it's going to last forever, or that this person doesn't love you. It's temporary, with the temporary clouds here. So thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Hi group 3, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in with me today. Let us see about this connection. As always, only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. And let me know if this was valuable to you, if you liked it, if it resonated. Comment down below and give this video a like. This side here is going to be for you. That's how I'll be reading it. And then this side is going to be for them. And then the middle is your connecting energy. But just because I'm reading this side as you, if it doesn't resonate but this side is resonating, feel free to switch these two sides in terms of how it relates to you. You will know if this reading is for you based on if you resonate with one of the sides. So yeah, let's get started. Let's see about your connection. Tell me about group 3's connection, about this relationship. Give us messages that will help group 3 gain clarity. Give us messages that will help group 3 gain clarity about this connection. Give us messages that will help group 3 gain clarity about this connection. Give us messages that will help group 3 gain clarity about this connection. Alright, so group 3. You have the 10 of Cups, which by the way we got in the first deck, so maybe you're watching both of them. The High Priestess, this is Pisces for me. The Fool. And the 3 of Cups. Okay, and for them, the 5 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the Hermit, which is Virgo. So you could be dealing with the Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Or you could be an Earth sign, you could be a Pisces as well. Connecting energy to Swords. And the 4 of Pentacles. Ooh, man, that's interesting. And then you'll skip a Hangman. Alright, so right off the bat, a lot of uncertainty between you two. I feel that if you wait too long, or if this person waits too long, it's possible that it will end, or things will be too far gone to fix. If you see here, the Grim Reaper shows up because he's been hoarding and he's been hanging on to his coins for too long, and he doesn't even get to use them because he's gonna die anyway. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if you wait too long, love can be lost. The person on this side is dealing with some sort of heartache. They may feel competition in terms of the connection, or just in general. Maybe they're afraid of competing for your affection or your love. Maybe they don't want to compete for your affection or your love. This could potentially be you to them with the Queen of Pentacles. Because this is about what they feel about you and towards you. So they really think of you as this Queen of Pentacles. I think they look up to you, they admire you, they like you, they think you're beautiful. They think you're wise, they think you're intelligent. But there's something here with the 3 of Swords, even though it's being bandaged up, if you see here. Maybe something happened. Maybe they got jealous. Maybe you got into a fight. Now there's an opportunity to heal from it with this card, 3 of Swords, because now it's bandaged up. In the original, it's just the swords are straight through the heart. But in the After Tarot deck, which I'll link all of these down below, it's bandaged up. This means that there is healing, or there has been healing that occurred. I think they're more receptive to forgiving you, forgiving the situation, forgiving themselves, forgiving something. Maybe they realize that they overreacted. Maybe you realize you overreacted. Maybe they're hoping for, maybe they're hoping for healing. Let's see, messages for group 3. What's going on with this connection? What is going on with this connection? Heart-to-heart conversations. I love that. So, if you don't want this connection to die, then I think it'll help to have a heart-to-heart conversation. If you want to reach out, feel free to do that. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You see this? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If you don't decide soon, this Grim Reaper is going to come and it'll be too late for the connection. Because I feel that, you care about each other, but you're willing to go separate ways because maybe pride or something, uncertainty possibly. Yeah, look at that underneath of the Seven of Cups as I say that. So there could potentially be uncertainty or indecision with this connection. So with the Hanged Man here, it's like they're really hoping for a chance for a lifeline. It's possible that, you know, there is another individual in the connection, but they still have their eyes set on you, but they're getting a relief from another energy. That's possible. Although they are thinking about you, thinking about the connection, and I think that you are the predominant individual in their life, I do feel that they're getting relief from something or someone. Maybe to kind of help them through the situation. But I love that you get very soon. So I'm getting that you could potentially have a heart-to-heart conversation soon. You might receive communication, so be open to that. Honeymoon again. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. We got this in the last stack as well. So let's get some more messages about this connection. Let's see what's going on in this connection between group 3 and their person. Give us messages that will help bring clarity to the situation. Messages that will help bring group 3 clarity. So we get the lady. As I say that, I instantly gravitate towards this little lady here on the Hanged Man. So maybe it has something to do with a third-party situation. We get the bouquet here on the bottom of the deck. And the fox. So player energy, maybe a very attractive woman, maybe there's been jealousy, or maybe like making someone jealous is possible. Maybe they're using someone to make you jealous, or you're using someone to make them jealous. It's possible that it's you, because I do see the Fool and the Fool and the Three of Cups here. So it's possible that you're distracting yourself and, you know, having fun with other people, having casual relations with other people, and it's hurting them and it's affecting them. But they're healing from that, and I think they've accepted the situation. In terms of how you're feeling towards them, it seems like you really like them. I think you see a future with them. I think that you feel that this person is the person that you've been wanting to be with, the person that you've been praying for, but there's just something that's not working out. And again, I think it's coming from this energy with the Fool and the Three of Cups here. It could be coming from you, or this is what you're thinking about them. That's a possible interpretation. But this attitude of, you know, running away from your true feelings and basically just ignoring the person that you care about because you're afraid to get hurt, that's not helping this connection. And soon it could be too late if you don't move quickly. This person could completely shut the door on you, or you could shut the door on them if they don't move fast enough. And by then it'll be too late, because then they won't be as receptive, or you won't be as receptive to the connection. And so now is the time to have that heart-to-heart conversation. Let's see, messages for group 3. Help us give group 3 clarity about their connection. Give group 3 clarity about their connection. Aw, healing. Exactly as I was talking about. There is a sense of healing with a betrayal or a hurt that has been caused by you or by them. Moderation and self-love. You know what I'm getting with these two instantly is selfishness. This moderation and self-love could be talking about this Fool and this Three of Cups, of just like player energy, wanting to push away the person or the woman or the man that loves you because you can't face the fact that you love them so much and that you want them in your life or that you care about them. So instead of, you know, being honest with yourself about how you feel about them and how strong your feelings are, you're so afraid of having commitment, or you're so afraid of commitment, that you would much rather like play around and have casual relationships that will further push away that other person. So the message for you is to moderate that behavior. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, because it may be too late. Like if you actually care about this person and you don't want to lose them, you have to make the move, or it'll be too late and the Grim Reaper is going to show up and it'll be too late for you, because you're going to close that door on the relationship forever. So this is very, very interesting. Like I have a gut feeling in my stomach. It's like star-crossed lover energy. You want to be together, but for some reason you're not. And I love that, look at this, opposing energies between the High Priestess and the Hermit. These are obviously both very in tune individuals. So underneath all the BS, all the ego crap, is love and wisdom and a higher connection. You know, this side, you, I'm assuming, you see this person as someone that you could potentially have a family with. But the way that you're behaving is not that way. You're not behaving as you actually feel and believe. You're behaving in a way that pushes this other person away. You're making them feel like they're unlovable. You're making them feel like you don't care about them. And so again, it's causing this Two of Swords energy and this uncertainty and this separation between you. Emotions, dreams, messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. So have you had any dreams lately that is noteworthy regarding this connection? Now is the time to think about that, and you know, think about what that could potentially mean. Is it a fear that you dreamt about, or is it a truth? You also get emotions, feelings, expression, moods, balance. Exactly, this is what I was getting. It's like you not able to regulate your emotions about the situation, and being so afraid of getting hurt that you push this person away. However, there is something soon that is going to take place. I think that'll put things into perspective for you. And I see that you have the clover underneath that. And in the last pile, we had the clover as a serendipity card. So, you know, clovers could be a huge sign for you right now. And that could be your sign that this is your reading, if it's resonating with you. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, I feel that your emotions are getting the best of you in regards to this situation right now, or at least in key moments. A time for healing! Balsamic blue moon. Yeah, look at this. You got healing twice. So maybe this is your energy, I don't know. But the healing is possible with this connection, and I feel it has something to do with communication. Letting this person know how you feel. Maybe giving them a gift or something, showing them your love and admiration, being affectionate with them. I feel that someone here is being a player. It's not necessarily to be deceiving or to be deceitful. It's, again, I feel like it's a way for them to protect themselves. A time for healing, though. I love that's possible for you at this time. Let's see, any other messages? Oh, let's get one of these. Messages for group 3 to bring the reading together. What does group 3 need to know about this connection? What does group 3 need to know about this connection? Okay. Orphaned. We got this in another stack, I think. And a new life. Wow. Okay. So this is a 3. It simplifies to a 3 at least. This simplifies to a 3. Any other 3s? This is a 3. 3, 3, 3. This is a 3. So very, very, very interesting. I'm also seeing a lot of 4s as well. Oh, Hangman is a 3 as well. Huh. Let's see, what am I getting? So if you're someone who got hurt by this person, if you got hurt by this person and it's too far gone and you know it's too far gone, even though I am seeing that it isn't too far gone, maybe you feel in your heart that it is. It's possible that this heart-to-heart conversation and very soon has something to do with your next relationship. Because I am getting that 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. Or maybe it's just a sense of opening up in the relationship where with the heart-to-heart conversations, you feel more reassured in terms of everything that's been going on. Maybe you gain clarity again through communication. To the sea. Interesting. And co-create. 40, another 4. Keep getting this to the sea card. I barely get this card. And it's really coming off strongly to me. Like, is this someone like you're moving away from, moving towards? Is this someone in a different country? Let me see real quick the official meaning of this card. Hang on. Okay, so here's to the sea. Being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life? When events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Interesting. So yeah, it's about flowing. Kind of feel it out. Yeah, feel it out. This orphan card is coming in through strongly. Like, someone got really hurt from this situation. Someone feels like they've been left out in the cold. Or maybe this is just something that they always go through. This is something that always happens to them. It's possible that because they felt left out in the past, it's hard for them to open up. And if that is resonating with any of you, that means that if this is that person that you're dealing with, you're going to have to reassure this person that you care about them, because they literally don't know. Like, they can't tell how you feel. They can't read your mind. It's possible that their emotions are getting the best of them, and this is why they're acting up and making you feel like you're not loved or they don't care about you. Maybe you think they're a player. It's possible because they got hurt in the past and they feel like an orphan, that they don't want to feel abandoned again. I'm getting, have you guys seen Zootopia? The fox there, the fox main character. You know how he was like a cute little fox and then those animals bullied him? And then it turned him into like a bad guy. I feel like that's what happened with the fox card. Like, something hurt them in the past that turned them into a bad person, or quote unquote bad person. But they're inherently good, because if you saw the movie, you would know that the fox is actually a really good guy. I feel like that's group 3's person, or you. But regardless, group 3, what's happening in this connection is it's healing. There's a potential for healing and a reconnection, and I do feel that you both care about each other, but you're willing to like go your separate ways to protect yourself. And if you choose to do that, it'll be too late. And it's okay. If you choose to do that, there's always going to be someone new coming in, and maybe that's why the bouquet shows up. But I think it will be a bummer for you, because I think you both really like each other. But listen to your intuition, okay? Some of the messages might not be accurate for you, but some will. I'm also feeling like this person that you're inquiring about is talking about you with their friends. They're getting help about the situation with their friends or from their friends. It's possible that certain relationships of theirs are getting in the way of this connection. Maybe someone is giving them advice. Someone you don't even know is giving them advice, and it's making them, your person, think a certain way about you and making them kind of push you away. Unfortunately, I feel like that's the energy for others of you. That people are just giving them, talking in their ear, but being really off about things, about you. They don't even know you. They don't understand you. But this person could potentially be listening to them. Yeah. Okay, so let's get one of these cards. These are turning out to be much longer than I ever anticipated. Let's get group 3. News of a birth or a new business opportunity, Stork. And December, ooh, you know, this could be communication, a heart-to-heart conversation in December. Maybe, you know, you close that door or they close that door by December. Do you know what I mean when I was talking about that door with this 4 of Pentacles? Maybe they shut that door for good by December if nothing happened between you. But, you know, with a new life here, a new beginning is going to come regardless. It could be a new beginning in a relationship, a heart-to-heart conversation that'll help mend things. As I said, it is a time for healing, so that is definitely possible. Or it could be a new life and a new beginning with another individual. So it's really up to you to determine which way you want to go about this. And I'm getting a message of praying for them, meditating on the situation, asking for guidance, praying for guidance. I feel like this is something that you really could benefit from. It'll help your energy move and flow better, if that makes sense. So you do have the 2 to see here. So yeah, that's all I'm getting for you, group 3. Hopefully this was beneficial and helpful for you, and hopefully it resonated. And let me know which resonated and which didn't. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.